Welcome to the deep dive, where we plunge into fascinating stories and surprising research to uncover those aha moments that genuinely make us well informed. Today, we're exploring one of humanity's most enduring questions, really. How do our actions shape our destiny? Why do some experience, prolonged suffering only to find miraculous healing while others meet unexpected ends? We're embarking on a truly extraordinary journey today, guided by, a deeply personal account from a listener in Chanthaburi, Thailand. This isn't just a collection of anecdotes, it's a profound family saga rich with dramatic illnesses, sudden deaths, incredible recoveries, and significant spiritual awakenings. It offers a rare glimpse into the intricate tapestry of life, woven with threads of karma and conscious choice.
Exactly. And our mission for this deep dive is to carefully sift through these incredibly detailed and moving life stories. We'll extract not just what happened, but fundamentally why it happened. We're linking these powerful events directly to the principles of karma, the law of cause and effect, and the profound impact of merit making, as revealed in the insightful sources our listener provided. It's a chance to see these spiritual laws sort of in action through lived experiences.
Absolutely. By the end of this deep dive, you'll gain a unique and deeply moving perspective on how our actions, both past and present, echo through our lives and well beyond. Prepare for insights that are both surprising and, I promise you, profoundly thought-provoking. Let's unpack this incredible journey. Okay, so our first story begins with a profoundly impactful incident concerning the family's mother. At over 50 years old, she experienced a terrible accident. She was walking on a wooden floorboard, and it simply gave way. Her left leg fell into the gap.
Right. And critically, her stomach struck the hard surface with such force that it led to a painful lump, which then, tragically, developed into an abscess. The suffering that followed was immense. The abscess burst, pus flowing from her body for 2 whole days. And then this was followed by a crippling 3-year period where her leg was just permanently bent. She couldn't straighten it at all. Impossible for her to walk.
Wow, 3 years.
Yeah, and initially, a local sorcerer attempted to treat her, but after 9 days, her condition was exactly the same, no change.
3 long years of this, just imagine the despair. And then a pivotal moment. Consecrated oil, blessed by a monk, was applied to her leg. And within mere days, something truly remarkable happened. Her leg straightened and she could walk again.
Just like that.
And she then lived another 2 decades, finally passing away from old age at 78. It's an exceptional recovery, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
What's truly fascinating here, though, is the karmic connection. The surprising cause of her 3-year ordeal was actually a specific action from a past life. In that previous life, she had angrily stomped her foot at a monk. He just gently asked her to remove her shoes before offering alms.
Just asked her to take her shoes off?
Yeah. She was apparently upset from a fight with her husband and just, removed her shoes sarcastically, stomping her foot. The monk, fearing she would incur sin-negative karma from that anger and disrespect, didn't accept her offering.
Huh. And that seemingly minor emotional act of disrespect?
It had this profound karmic consequence, manifesting as the inability to walk specifically related to her foot and leg in this life.
That's truly profound. So the miraculous recovery wasn't about, new merit instantly canceling the old karma.
Not exactly in that way. It occurred simply because the negative karma itself had run its predetermined course. Its duration was up.
So it completed its effect. That teaches us that even severe, long-lasting suffering often has a finite karmic cycle. That offers some hope, doesn't it?
It really does. And in her afterlife, because she had been diligent in making merit throughout her life in Buddhism, she ascended to become an air deva, a celestial being residing in the sky.
A direct reflection of her good karma.
Exactly. And she also received additional merit that was dedicated to her by her family after she passed. This is a powerful practice, where living relatives do good deeds and send the spiritual benefits to departed loved ones. It helps enhance their afterlife.
Okay, so from the mother's dramatic ordeal and that precise timing of her karmic release, let's shift now to another powerful example, the father's journey. His life, while devout, also revealed some pretty profound karmic lessons, even in its tragic end.
Yeah, his path was different. He started out as a very poor rice farmer.
He even brewed and sold alcohol for a time, just to save up.
That's right, just to save enough capital to get ahead. But he successfully transitioned, invested in land, and eventually became quite well off. And with his improved status, he evolved into an incredibly devout merit maker. He observed the 8 precepts, those specific moral rules for Buddhist holy days, and even served as a lay assistant at the local temple. Very dedicated.
But his death, it was both tragic and painful, wasn't it?
It was. One day, he was driving a buffalo cart, and his buffalo got startled by another cart. As he tried to step in, the cart's yoke, that heavy wooden bar, struck his stomach hard. Months later, he was diagnosed with cancer in the blood vessels. His body started rejecting blood transfusions, transforming the blood into this black liquid that flowed from his orifice.
Oh, that sounds horrific.
It does, but he eventually died peacefully at home after praying with his family. Now, what's fascinating here again is the very precise karmic connection. His death, particularly the manner of it, was directly linked to past life actions of killing animals for food.
How so?
Specifically, in that past life, he would hit animals on the back or stomach until they became incapacitated before killing them.
Wow. So the yoke hitting his stomach.
Exactly. It directly mirrored the trauma he inflicted in the past and the subsequent internal illness, the blood issue. It all ties back. It's an astonishing demonstration of what we call karmic mirroring. The method of harm often dictates the nature of the suffering.
It's just astonishing how precise these connections can be. But despite that heavy karmic consequence paying out, his afterlife was quite remarkable.
Yes, quite remarkable. He became a handsome male deva, residing in the third phase of Dawadong heaven. That's a specific celestial realm known for great beauty and bliss.
And why such a good outcome despite the difficult death?
Well, it was a direct result of his strong and consistent merit-making throughout his life in Buddhism. That, combined with the very clear and peaceful state of mind he managed to maintain just before his death. That moment is crucial.
And the dedicated merit helped too.
Oh, absolutely. He also greatly benefited from the dedicated merit sent to him by his family after he passed, which further enhanced his celestial rewards.
Okay, now let's turn to our narrator. Her story is particularly poignant, especially when it comes to her children. She shared her own early spiritual journey, her joy in becoming a nun at 19 for 7 days. She genuinely desired to stay ordained, found deep happiness in it.
But she ultimately disrobed to care for her ailing mother, which is, in itself, a beautiful act of devotion and merit. But her personal heartache is immense. She describes the loss of her first 2 young children, both dying in infancy. The second child passed away from illness at just 4 months old. So much loss early on.
And then the story of her third child's death. It's truly heartbreaking. This child was born intellectually disabled, couldn't speak, showed no developmental progress.
Yeah.
At age 5, the child got a cold, had trouble breathing, was repeatedly trying to drink milk but just couldn't manage it, kept throwing the bottle away in frustration.
It became this stark choice, didn't it? Breathing versus drinking. And the child chose to breathe, crying and kicking in distress. It must have been agonizing to watch. The final moments were incredibly dramatic and, for the narrator, deeply perplexing. Heartbroken, watching her child struggle, she spoke to the child, saying something like, "Is it so difficult, my child? If it's too difficult, let's end this karma here."
Oh, wow.
And right after she said that, the child kicked the wall, cried loudly, and died instantly. Just like that. A rapid, shocking event.
Which, understandably, left the mother with this profound question lingering for years. Did her words, spoken out of love and sorrow, somehow cause her child's death?
It's such a natural doubt for any parent in that horrific situation. But this raises a very important point about karma and lifespan. The clarification provided is crucial. The child's death was simply the end of their predetermined lifespan. It was their time. The narrator's words did not cause it.
So our words create karma for ourselves, but they can't just cut short someone else's life if their time isn't up.
Exactly. That's a key distinction. And in a comforting turn, we learn that all 3 of her deceased children were quickly reborn as humans, continuing their own karmic journeys.
Okay, that's important context. Now, the narrator herself faced a sudden, quite severe illness later on. One night, she experienced a terrifying brain issue. Gasping for breath, chest tightness, severe distress. Sounded very serious.
It did. But what's truly fascinating here is the miraculous quick recovery. Her husband, in this moment of urgent faith, drank consecrated water from a sacred relic and gave some to her.
Consecrated water?
Yes, water blessed through proximity to a holy relic. And her symptoms just subsided immediately. She could sleep soundly, woke up completely normal the next morning.
That's astonishing. A turnaround that quick. Underscores the power of faith, maybe. And a sacred object.
It certainly suggests that. And this intense experience then led to a really remarkable series of dreams for her. Very vivid, very symbolic.
What did she dream?
First, she dreamt of seeing deceased relatives on a boat, and they seemed to be waiting for her. That felt like a powerful warning, maybe of a potential death.
A bit ominous.
Yeah. Then, after several similar dreams, she had a different one. She was drawing mud from a well, but instead of mud, clean, abundant water erupted, filling her with joy.
Shift.
A big shift. This dream signified recovery, that she would not die. And then finally she dreamed of 7 smiling divas, or gods, in female attire, wearing that distinctive chada headgear surrounding her.
7 divas.
What's truly striking is how this played out in real life. The very next day, her daughter number 5, 2 monks, some temple staff, and local sponsors. Exactly 7 people in total.
7 people, just like the dream.
Exactly, mirroring her dream of 7 divas. They arrived at her home, and they came to invite her to make immense merit by helping to build a Dharma courtyard at the temple. The human divas had arrived, essentially, to guide her towards a great good deed.
Wow. So the narrator, especially after her illness and these dreams, felt this a deep, immediate desire to make this merit, right?
Absolutely. She saw the connection.
But her husband was initially reluctant. He had this famous saying, money in the bowl is ours, but money in the pocket is not, meaning savings were sacred.
He was hesitant to part with their life savings. It's a very human reaction, isn't it? That attachment to security, to wealth. It absolutely is. But this became a critical turning point. The narrator's persuasive words, she emphasized something like, look, if we die now, we won't have this merit with us. But if we make this great merit, we'll have provisions for every future life.
That's powerful reasoning.
It deeply moved him. He then declared that he had cut off his stinginess, his attachment to wealth, and he would make the merit. That decision itself, overcoming such a strong attachment, is a significant act of merit. It profoundly impacts future lives.
And the result?
The result was profound. They joyfully offered 1 million, her life savings, remember, accumulated over 30 years, to build the Dharma courtyard.
And her illness?
In a direct, immediate consequence, she completely recovered from her illness. Gone. It's a powerful illustration of that connection between generosity, letting go, and well-being. And the profound Anna song, the specific karmic benefit of overcoming such deep stinginess to make a huge donation like that is immense.
What does it ensure?
It ensures tremendous wealth in every future life. It acts as a shield against poverty. Furthermore, this powerful act of merit literally extended both her and her husband's lives, a direct link. Generous, selfless action leading to positive life outcomes, including longevity.
But the family's trials weren't quite over yet, were they? In 2004, the husband, he already had health issues, right? Cerebral artery stenosis, heart disease.
Yes, pre-existing conditions. And then he witnessed something traumatic. A truck hit and killed a dog right in front of him.
Oh, no.
The sheer shock of this incident caused him to collapse. He suffered a severe brain hemorrhage. He was in critical condition, and the doctors gave a very poor prognosis. They weren't sure he'd survive.
So faced with this dire situation, what did the wife do? The narrator.
Her dedication was genuinely incredible. While her husband lay in a coma, she just relentlessly made merit on his behalf. Non-stop.
Like what?
Building Buddha images, offering sangsasan to monks. That's the collective offering of necessities. Releasing fish daily for life-saving merit. Even inviting monks to the hospital almost every single day to chant and give blessings.
Wow. A continuous, fervent effort.
Absolutely. Accumulating positive karma, not just for herself, but specifically dedicating it to him. This really shows the incredible power of dedicated merit, directing the positive energy.
And the outcome, given the grim prognosis.
The outcome was nothing short of astonishing. He quickly recovered, left the ICU much sooner than expected, regained consciousness, went home.
And today?
Today, he is largely self-sufficient, a recovery that genuinely astonished the doctors, who initially held out very little hope. They truly couldn't explain it medically. Now, the underlying karma for his stroke, specifically the brain hemorrhage, again, we see a connection to past lives.
What was it this time?
It was linked to past life actions of hitting animals on the head to kill them for food. Things like fish or pigs.
Hitting them on the head, leading to a brain hemorrhage. Again, that mirroring effect.
Exactly. That karmic mirroring is so consistent in these stories. The specific method of causing harm manifesting as a similar affliction.
And her unwavering care for him during this time, that reflects their bond.
Yes, it reflects a deep marital bond stemming from mutual support in past lives, but also fulfilling the sacred duty of a good wife, as the teachings explain it.
Right, the idea that spouses should serve each other like divas, like divine beings.
Precisely. For prosperity and family harmony. It's about mutual respect and care that builds that profound connection across lifetimes. And for him, looking forward, to achieve the ultimate goal of returning to the Dusit Buri special zone, that celestial realm for bodhisattvas.
What does he need to do?
He needs to consistently make all forms of merit. Giving, dana, observing moral precepts, sila, and practicing meditation, pavana. Plus, consistent prayer focused on that goal. It's a continuous spiritual effort that will pave his way back to that special zone, hopefully with his family.
Okay, let's now consider the narrator's younger brother. He sounds like a bit of a contrast to some of the others.
Yes, a stark contrast in some ways. He was a gardener, enjoyed alcohol, and apparently frequently killed animals for food or perhaps sport. And generally, he didn't really believe in making merit, quite skeptical.
And he became ill.
Yes, he developed pancreatic cancer. Suffered for about a year. Then, 5 days before his death, he completely lost his appetite and strength. It was clear the end was near.
A critical time, spiritually speaking.
Absolutely, and this is where the narrator's intervention became crucial for his afterlife. She persuaded him, in those final days, to make merit by building a personal Buddha image.
Did he agree easily?
Surprisingly, yes. And what's interesting is his response about the cost. He was actually willing to donate more, asking if 150,000 baht was the cost, implying he could maybe fund 10 images. But he was told it was 15,000 baht for one.
So he made the donation for one.
Yes. On his final day, monks were invited to his home. They received his donation for the single Buddha image and gave blessings. They even placed Dharma MP3s in his ears, playing sacred chants. He then passed away peacefully.
That last act of merit, building even one Buddha image, must have been significant, especially given his past skepticism.
Extremely significant. And his afterlife reflects this. He became a mid-level Bhumadeva. That's an earthbound celestial being, often associated with trees or mountains.
So, not the higher heavens, but not a bad realm either.
Exactly. That single Buddha image, that one act of consciously made merit right at the end, was enough to close the door to the lower realms of suffering. But the insight was, it was only for a short stay as a deva.
Ah, so it highlights a missed opportunity, doesn't it?
It really does. If he had followed through on his apparent willingness and made merit for the 10 Buddha images using the 150,000 baht, he seemed ready to give his day. As a deva would have been significantly longer, more prosperous, more comfortable.
It really underscores the direct power of making merit yourself and how the quantity matters too.
Absolutely. The direct correlation between the amount of merit made and the duration and quality of the positive result, even in the afterlife.
Okay, let's also touch on the journeys of the narrator's in-laws. Her father-in-law, he died of hemorrhoids at 68.
Yes. But just before passing, he said something quite mysterious to visitors. He told them, "I have to go now, I'll be back in 16 years, and then died immediately after they left.
Back in 16 years. What did that mean? And the hemorrhoids, is there a karmic link there too?
There is. And the karma behind his hemorrhoids provides another strong warning, and yes, another example of that mirroring. This condition was apparently due to past life actions of putting firecrackers in a dog's anus just for amusement. Cruel fun, combined with general animal-killing karma.
Oh, that's awful. A truly harsh lesson about cruelty.
It really emphasizes how even acts of cruelty done for fun, things people might dismiss, can have severe, painful consequences that directly reflect the nature of the harm caused.
So what about the 16 years? Was it a prediction?
Not exactly a prediction he understood. What happens was, he saw the Bhumadeva officials, the celestial beings coming to receive him, and they told him this 16 years time frame, likely referring to his lifespan in that realm. He himself didn't fully grasp the meaning. He just relayed what he heard in that transition state.
So he became a Bhumadeva too?
Yes, he became a mid-level Bhumadeva due to his traditional merit-making throughout his life. And the mother-in-law, she died later of old age at 82. She also became a mid-level Bhumadeva, interestingly, residing in the same celestial village as her husband, again due to her traditional merit. And both received dedicated merit from the family, which helps.
It's fascinating how consistent these patterns are. Finally, let's look at the narrator's remaining children. They seem to be charting unique spiritual courses, but all striving towards a shared destiny.
That's a good way to put it. Their paths are diverse, yet there's a common goal.
Like child one, the eldest.
Right. He was the first Kalyana Mitra, the spiritual friend, who actually introduced the entire family to Wat Phra Dhammakaya, the temple community. His past life was apparently as a royal soldier, a crucial supporter, but he didn't ordain and carried some playboy karma. Still, his merit path leads him towards returning to the Dusitbury special zone.
And child 5, the daughter living at the temple now.
Yes, she's deeply engaged, makes merit easily. Her past life was also as a royal soldier, but unlike her brother, later in that life she chose to ordain and remained a monk for life. Because of that deep practice, she achieved sufficient spiritual attainment to return to Dusitbury, potentially with a role in spreading the Dharma. Her being female in this life is apparently linked to ordaining later in that past life, not from the beginning.
Interesting detail. And child 4, the son running the family business.
Yes, the son who took over the garden business. He has a provision provider disposition, someone who naturally supports others. The encouragement for him is clear. Make full merit giving, precepts, meditation, and pray consistently to join his family in the Dusitbury Special Zone. That ensures they won't be separated in future lives. They can continue their journey together.
So the common thread is that consistent accumulation of merit tailored to their individual paths, all aiming for that high celestial realm, the zone of Bodhisattva.
Exactly. Their varied pasts all converge on this future goal, propelled by their present efforts and shared aspirations.
What an absolutely incredible journey we've just taken through this one family's life. I mean, from shocking sickness and tragic death to genuinely miraculous recovery and this profound spiritual understanding unfolding over generations. It's really a testament to the intricate workings of karma and, I suppose, the unwavering power of compassion, dedication, and merit-making.
It truly is. What's so fascinating, I think, is how clearly these stories illustrate that core message. Every single action, every intention, every act of merit, or, non-merit, it all has an intricate connection to our present and our future. It shapes our destiny in ways we often just don't immediately see or understand. It unfolds over lifetimes. These accounts aren't just stories, they're like profound lessons in spiritual physics, almost.
So, wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, our listener? Thinking about these powerful, deeply personal stories we've shared, maybe consider what small act of kindness or generosity might you undertake today. Perhaps just a moment of compassion, an offering of your time or resources, or even just a conscious effort to cultivate a positive thought instead of a negative one. Knowing that every choice, big or small, contributes to the intricate tapestry of your own karmic journey. How are you preparing for what comes next, in this life, and perhaps beyond? Something to ponder, maybe, on your own deep dive.